Good morning and welcome back to Jodi Lewis Creations. Hope everybody's doing well. Thank you for joining me. If you're new to my channel, welcome. And if you're a returning subscriber, as always, you guys know I love you. Okay, so today is the 19th, I think. Look at that. This is the 19th, Wednesday. And I've been trying to work on some things in the journal. And I haven't filmed everything. To be perfectly honest, I've been pretty stumped and just kind of scratching my head on some pieces. However, we have to just keep moving along, right? Keep moving, keep moving. Okay, so I have this library card pocket, and remember I took that out of that traveling journal that I had, and it's got a little bit of sticky along the bottom here, so we're going to do something with that to cover it. What I'm thinking is that this really cool paper that Lisa sent, I think I'm going to cover the front of it with that to give it kind of some just background interest. And then I have this cute little Anna Griffin die Santa, and I thought I'd put him on that. And I have this doily, but it's getting lost. So I have gold doily here. I thought we could see if we like the gold better, and I totally like the gold better. Okay, so we're going to do that on the front, and then we'll put a little something here. Maybe I'll just cut another scrap of this to put on the top of that. So let's get that glued down. Look, it's still sticky. Okay, I don't know. I actually spent a few minutes yesterday trying to clean up a little bit, but you would never know after this morning's escapades that I did that because I had a mess. You people that craft and you're all organized and clean, God love you. How do you do it? Because I make such a mess. It's because I pull pieces and parts out and bits, and I just make a mess. That could be cute up there. Okay, focus, Jodi, focus. All right, so hope everybody's doing well. We are making good progress with this journal. Like I said, I did work on it some yesterday without filming, but there's another, see, I have a video set to air tomorrow, and then I have one more to upload. Oh, look, that's a Christmas image. We can use that somewhere. Anyway, what was I saying? Oh, I have, oh, that's the Christmas dinner thing. I don't want to use that as a glue page. Okay. Anyway, so I have one airing tomorrow. I have one that I still need to upload. Then there'll be this one. And then I'm really trying to get done. I need to, cat's in the attic. Poor Mark, you can't keep her out. And I'm supposed to be kind of keeping an eye on her, but I'm doing stuff, and she just wants to explore up there. She just can't help herself. She's on a tear this morning, too. She keeps hiding around corners and jumping out at us, and she's so funny. But anyway, I don't even know what I was saying. Oh, as far as videos. Yeah, so I am making some progress with trying to get done here. It's just, you know, it just takes time. And this is actually a really big journal with not just the size of it, but the number of pages and everything. She's in here now, so you may hear her getting into something. I don't know. She's, like I said, she's been on a tear all morning. Well, either that pocket's not straight or the paper's not straight, but regardless, we have to trim it out anyway. All right, so I'm just burnishing that really well. Make sure it's on there. And you can see where that was, you know, that sticky. So it's gotten dust on it. But I'm not worried about it because we'll cover that with something. Okay, so that's burnished real well. So I'm just going to trim this around the edges here. Trying to be careful not to cut my actual pocket. So yeah, what are you doing? Don't eat that. There's a piece of glitter tool that I tossed and missed my drawer. And she's chewing on it. Anyway, so we're making some progress here. I want to get done, and I'm I'm trying to leave some journaling space, and I'm trying to deal with the white space, and so but it is coming along nicely. Like, I'm really happy with it. I think it's coming along, and I'm really enjoying working on it. You know, I'm just gonna cut a strip of that, and we're just gonna use that to do the top too. So yeah, I'm really happy with it. So I hope you guys are enjoying the process. It's been a lot of fun to work in it, and I'm really glad I went kind of just with the Santa theme. And it's interesting to see what I can scavenge in my stuff and find to continue with that theme and just keep it kind of cohesive, which is kind of an interesting thing when, you know, I don't have a lot of like digitals and stuff. I mean, I know we have the ones that were generously given from some digital creators for this project, which is awesome, and the generosity is just amazing. But they aren't really Santa focused, so it's hard. I'm trying to balance using those with what I have, and I'm not huge on digitals. I mean, I use them, but I like to use them more as like just page bases or just additional elements, not necessarily. I don't create a whole journal. I don't think I've ever created an entire journal with digitals. Like, I know a lot of people do. It's just not my thing. And but I like to use actual pieces and vintage stuff and just things that I can find. I think it just gives it more interest. But that's just my personal opinion, and there is absolutely nothing wrong if you're a person who does just strictly digitals, because I think it's really cool to do that, but I just don't. Mark's got the shop back running in the attic. I hope that's not too loud for you guys. All right, so got glue all over that. So that's a good way to use that from Lisa. Thanks, Lisa. All right. So I do want to just kind of ink around the edge lightly. Let me get that. I did re-ink my vintage photo, but it wasn't soaking in, so I actually messaged my friends and I'm like, is this normal? Because I've actually never re-inked a pad before. And the one friend said that she usually will do it at night, so it'll set overnight and then it soaks in, you know, while she's sleeping or whatever, and then she doesn't have to really worry about it. But so I was like, oh, okay. And I haven't checked it. Where did I set it? I set it up here. So see, it's still pretty wet, but it is getting better. I can see it starting to soak in. So note to self, if you're gonna re-ink, do it before you go to bed. All right. So I'm using this one, which I like this, but I don't like this because it's so big, and I feel like if I'm just using the one color, then I'm exposing the other colors, and they're drying or getting dry or whatever. So, all right, Santa, there you are. Okay, so he's gonna go there, and I just want a little piece of doily. It's like a foil. It's kind of interesting. It's just a different texture than what I normally have as far as that goes. So let's see. And he's gonna stick up over the top a little bit, and I think that's okay. Am I even in? Yeah, I'm in screen. So I think what I want to do is not scratch that with my finger now. Just going to use my art glitter glue and just put some glue down here and just get it kind of stuck down where I want it, and then we'll trim it off as well. Let's see, I don't want to go too far with the glue. One more, I think. Yeah. Oh, that's pretty. Okay, and then I can finish gluing it after we trim it here. Okay. The smoke from Canada. Are you guys living where that smoke is impacting you? Gosh, I'll be glad when they get the fires under control. I mean, we dealt with it in Arizona too when we lived out there, but oh, here comes Mark. Hang on. Okay, so I had to help get the door for him. So it was a good thing I stopped filming. Okay, now Santa's gonna go on there. I do want to gently ink around him, but not super heavily. Am I filming? Yes, okay. You guys know I have a bad habit of thinking I'm filming and then I have not pushed the button. Okay. And I think he needs some sort of, I don't know, enhancement to make him a little more shiny. Yeah, maybe we'll do a little bit of glacier paste on his. No, Jodi, just leave him and glue him down. Just glue him down. Oh, but I did want to put something off the bottom of this piece to hang like lace or something, I think. Gold, some lace maybe. Do I have a scrap of something here we could use? Oh, we do want that. It's the start of that other piece that, no. I have this, but I don't really like this. I struggle to use it, but it would fit on there nice, wouldn't it? Let's see what it's gonna look like on the page. That on there like that. I just think you can't see this very well. For being the red and green like it is, I just struggle with being able to see it very well. And so I hardly ever use it. But, I mean, it does match, but I don't love it. What about a piece of fabric? What if I made a ruffle out of the fabric? Put that on there. No. Okay, no, I'll use this. Or this little scrap here. No. Okay, stop fussing. All right, let me figure out what I want to put on the bottom of that, and then I'll come back. Okay. So in the middle of digging for trim, the mail ran, and I knew I was getting my ATCs from an ATC swap today in the mail. And my friend is so talented. I just want to share this with you. Like, this is an actual dried flower. Like, how cool is that? So cool. She is really an amazing mixed media person. But this one, I'm so fascinated with this one. Look at this. These little handles move with the little basket that comes out. It is like the cutest little card. Just so cool. I just wanted to share that with you. I just think it's neat. It's so interactive. She knows how I love interactive things anyway. But also, in that was this perfect piece of trim for my pocket. I'm like, you have great timing, because when the mail ran, I was actually looking for trim. And so I stopped and opened the package, and I was like, oh my gosh, love, love, love this. Oh, and then look, I got an actual super surprise in the mail today. Big surprise in the mail today. I was totally not expecting it. It was packaged amazing. Look at this adorable tag that was on it. Oh my gosh. This package totally brought tears to my eyes. I cannot believe what I got, and I'm just so grateful and thankful that for the generosity that came in that package. There are no words. No words. What came in it was something that I just was telling my friend yesterday that I really wanted, and I wanted it for a while, but I haven't bought it. And so someone shared hers with me, and I'm just beyond grateful for the generosity. So I'm trying to figure out how I'm going to cut this, because I only want to use a little bit. So I think I will center that, and maybe I'll cut around this one and just have that hung down. That's what I'm thinking. Thinking. That's what I'm gonna do. So I'm not gonna bore you with cutting around this, but I was so excited with my mail. I just had to come on and tell you before I was really ready to come back on. I have this word here, tradition, and I think we're gonna put that on here as well somewhere. We'll put that word on there, and then so I'll get this cut, and then I'll come right back. I love this page, guys. I love this trim too. Oh my gosh, that's probably gonna go in the hoard pile. Just saying. You guys know me with hoarding things I love. I have to stop doing that. We have to use the things we love, right? That's what makes us happy in our creativity, is using what we love. Okay, so I'm gonna need a tag for that packet, and I think I have just some coffee dyed index cards, maybe a green one that we can put in there. So that piece of music paper is gonna have to go at the top when I sew this in, so that that trim will lay on that page. Now I didn't glue that all the way down, and I'm wondering if I should, so that way it stays put, but I want those to dangle. I love it. I did question like this being nothing here, but the way this trim is, if I wouldn't have cut it like that, then I would have gotten into this flower, and I didn't want to cut into this one. I just wanted this one. Now what I could, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna trim this one out, and then that's just that, and it'll be more symmetrical that way. Let's do that. Oh, I just love this trim. It's absolutely beautiful. Oh. The things that make my heart happy. I'm telling you, my heart is overjoyed right now with the ATCs and the fun goodies she sent me to use in this journal, and then the Happy Mail package I got. Oh my gosh, you guys. I am just so thankful today for the generosity that was shown to me. I'm blown away. Okay. So maybe I will glue that down, because then that really displays that flower. I don't know. Tell me what you guys think, if I should glue that or not. Okay, so I'm going to take a break. I have to you know, adulting. And I'll come back and choose another page to work on. Oh, I do have this card already made. Maybe I'll put that in there. Okay, well, tell me what you guys think. Glue this down, and I think that card with the gold ties in nicely. And the yellows. Yeah, I think all those colors match real well. Okay, so I'll go do adult stuff, and then I'll come back and we'll work on another piece, and yeah, just keep making progress. So I still have to make tags for that page too, so I'll be thinking about that. All right, well, I will see you guys in a little bit. Hi guys, it's the next day. So this is Thursday, July 20th, and I did work on a couple things yesterday, so I'm gonna finish this page with you, or at least decorating the pocket. We still need something else for the pocket, and then I'll talk about something else I did, which took me a little while, and get that page glued in. So this is a piece of I'm pretty sure it's the same foil that was the gold, because the back is the same. And if that's true, then it's this primary foil from the Paper Studio. It's 65 pounds, so, but the back is a different color on this, so maybe not. The backs on these are white. The back on this is craft colored like the gold one. So I don't know what brand it is. However, the moral of the story is, I don't know if you can see my finger is kind of green there. The 3-in-1 apparently lifts the color out of the foil. So be very careful about that. If you've got a page you're doing something with, test your glue on a scrap so you don't inadvertently pull that color off, and now your pocket or whatever isn't the color that you had intended it to be, because that's no fun. When I saw the green on my finger, I was like, no, but I can't see exactly where it came off, and what I was doing was just trying to smooth that glue down so it wasn't so having a bunch of globs coming through my little piece of trim here. Okay, so this is an Anna Griffin candy cane, and I keep trying to stick my finger in there because it was an afterthought to no, it was an I glued the candy cane on after I glued the piece of trim down, which I should have done it the other way so that the glue had time to dry before I stuck my pocket down. But this is, you know, morning. This is my first cup of coffee. So anyway, I ran downstairs this morning and thought, oh no, I didn't have a video uploaded for you guys, but I did. So I don't typically do videos like every 2 days like this. If you've been following me, you know that I'm like an every 3 day or sometimes longer than that. And anyway, so I was like, oh, I know I'm pretty sure I have one that's finished on in my videos. I just need to upload and edit it and everything, but I didn't get to that yesterday. A lot of times with these self-adhesive gems, I'll pull the manufacturer's adhesive off and just adhere them down myself because I don't necessarily trust that glue. But this one seems like it's on there pretty well. Like I can't get it off there. So I think I'm gonna have to trust it. No, I don't trust it. So give me just a second. I'm gonna try to get that off there. The reason is, I guess I can just kind of tell you the reason why, in case you're unfamiliar with these gems. Sometimes the glue is not the best quality, and so it will dry out over time, and then your stuff falls off, and we don't want that. And these are just something I got on clearance at Walmart. So I just don't know, but I mean, it's not even lifting on the side, so maybe we'll be okay. And this is a beacon embellishment glue. So do I want to do just one, or do I want to do 3 little ones? We know I don't have the dexterity for 3 little ones, don't we? Excuse my reach, sorry. Uh-oh, I just took a lid off a pokey tool. Okay. I'm still trying to figure these tweezers out. I got them at the retreat. They were on somebody's yard sale table. And I think I know why. Where did my gem go? Runaway red gem. Okay. I'll find it. I know we'll find it when we're working on it. But I think maybe 3 of those little ones, but I don't know how I'll ever manage that. So we're just going to stick to the size I had pulled up already and hope I get it down first try. I have one of those sticky tool things. Oh, see, now there, that's a good example. I'm glad that happened because the adhesive actually stuck to the acetate, not to the gem, okay? So that's why I don't trust them. I'm so glad that happened. I have a love-hate relationship with this thing too. Oh, look, see? It's like this quick stick thing. It's supposed to be where you can like pick stuff up. Oh, great. Too much glue. Any more coffee? All right, so I'm going to let that set for a second so it can dry, but I'll just set that page itself aside so we can talk about the other page. And then, oh yay, I found it. No stabbing ourselves with poke tools. Okay. I don't know where that flew off to. I'm sure it's stuck to something. All right, so we'll set this aside, let that dry. But I think that'll be cute on there. Oh, and that page is embossed with a holly folder. This is one of the Happy Mail packages I got yesterday. She was so cute because I was like, oh, there it is. Found it. I said, I don't have much in the way of green. And she says, let me see what I can do, because she was sending me the ATCs anyway. And so, love that piece. I'm like, I am just going to use that for a pocket. All right. So, oh, look at that. So this is our pocket that I was going to stitch around, but I decided not to stitch. I was having fun with the diamond dust. So we've got a little bit on our trees. You know how pine trees catch snow? Well, if you don't live where it snows, you wouldn't know that. And then our ground is snowy. And then I did want to do, I forgot one thing I was going to do to that. I was just going to make some little bark marks with my gold jelly roll on the bottom. Just a few little marks like we had on the other page. Just to bring our little tree to life at the bottom. Okay. There. There. So now we've got sparkles. Lots of sparkles. Okay, so then we want to glue this down. Ow. My window's open. I hope that's not too loud for you guys. Oh, tonight, rain. I'm like, don't rain this morning. We have too much going on. We were going to go blueberry picking this morning, but now we're not going to be able to today. So we're going to have to do it Saturday because I have to go clean for my husband's dad and wife tomorrow. Fun times, let me tell you. Okay, just some art glitter glue on that. And then it's just going to give us a really pretty, in my opinion, pocket on the front here. Ooh. And then I am going to clip this because of the texture of the cover itself. Try to make sure the glue isn't totally seeping out when I do that. And I gotta get this down because it's art glitter glue. We know how fast that dries. I maybe should have used 3-in-1 to make sure we're good and we got time to work with it. Oh, I love it. I hope I don't knock that diamond dust off by doing this. I just used my tacky glue and wiped it on my finger, with my finger, not on my finger. And then just to make sure that I kind of had a good bit on there. And then I mashed the diamond dust into the snow. Not on the trees, that's kind of light, but that's okay. Maybe the wind blew and knocked the snow off the tree limbs. But yeah, I think that's gonna be really pretty in there. Okay, so that's what I've done as of yesterday. Oh, I did a couple other things, but and now I have to let that embellishment glue dry. So probably I will just go hop in the shower while that dries and then come back. We'll work on another piece. This video will get finished up and we are getting in the home stretch, I think. I really need to get some ephemera pieces made for putting things in pockets and stop adding pockets until I fill the ones that I have. So you have to work on that. Goals, right? Goals. Okay, I just want to talk about the white space for a minute, and then I think that'll be the end of this video. It'll give me an opportunity to evaluate my scraps, see what we have, what kind of ephemera we might be able to make out of it or embellish tags out of it, because I have a big pile of things like right here that I am trying to pull from to embellish other pieces, but because I'm not actually making tags and stuff just yet, it's just growing. So I'm going to talk about the white space. So on this page, this is the back of one of the marbled papers, and you can see there's paint on the back of them. It's just kind of it's going to happen when you do those. I don't know how people don't get the backs messy. And because I'm using them as a whole page in my journal, I'm just been stenciling like I stenciled on another one. It was fine. It worked out well. And I'm not worried if the paint shows through because honestly, that's part of this page. I mean, it's part of the making it process and it's not manufactured, store-bought, whatever. It's something I did at home. So it doesn't bother me and hopefully it won't bother whoever decides they want this journal. So I know I've said that a few times and that way you guys understand that this journal will be available. I am enjoying building it, but it's going to be available. Okay, so I just have my Rustic Wilderness, and I'm just going to use my Dollar Tree makeup brush and just going through my stencil. Now, obviously, my page is bigger than this stencil, so, and this wasn't, I didn't look at the pattern on this when I chose it, but that's okay. I got these on Amazon, and the thing with these more delicate stencils is that the little tips and points and stuff, they do take a hit when you're using them, and they do get bent and damaged, but even my Tim Holtz stencils are doing it, so it's not necessarily just because it's an Amazon stencil. But see, I'm stenciling that, and then it takes, I mean, you can still see it, but it's not as obvious. So then, when I come over here, I'll just line that up on my previous line and just keep going. So that's how you do that, in case you don't know how to get kind of in a continuous pattern. See what I mean? If I weren't pushing so hard, it probably wouldn't do that, but I want to make sure I get a good ink base on here. So if you have a pattern that is random, or you can't line it up like that, if you've got one of those Tim Holtz stencils that are like 2 stencils in one, which are all I have of his, then what you do is you just, let me finish this run here. And then, so if you've got one that, I don't have one laying here, but say it's partial like this, then you just do your stencil in different ways, and you choose a pattern that can be random like that, that is not directional. Like this, the flourish one is a good one because it's not directional. So that's just something if you're like trying to figure out how people do it. And it's not always perfect. I mean, you just try to do the best you can. Try to make sure your stencil is straight, and just go from there. See, that one's a little off, but it'll do that too if you're not holding it totally flat. And then your ink can get under there or whatever. But I think it looks fine. And so now it takes away from the green that's from the marbling process, gives us some background, takes away that white space. And I mean, I could even go back over this lightly with like antique linen or my vintage photo and really take away that white if I wanted to. I'm not that worried about it. So, you know, when you put something on there, or, you know, you put a card on there or something, you know, it's going to push that into the background. So that's just a little tip about stenciling. So I will end this video here, get it uploaded for you guys, and try to see where I'm at with what kind of pieces we need. And I will see you in the next video. Bye.